Today, from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Bitter rivals going back to their AFL days in the 1960s. The Chiefs and Raiders are underway. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, who's now in his 8th season in the league, and that's Jimmy Garoppolo.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that, and they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the Raiders are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. So now it's the Raiders' turn to go on offense for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'6" quarterback.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section, where the columnists write possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On the counter, it's Taylor. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Back to throw here. Steps away to his left. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll look to throw here. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Barber. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. He'll try again. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Peyton Barber. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Richie James on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Running with Barber out of the gun. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. They'll set up to throw. That's caught. It's Peyton Barber. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a toss play right, Barber. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now it's Barber. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On 2nd down, Barber. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. On first down, Garoppolo. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Calais Campbell in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Oh, the return is Reed. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position #1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
He hits Adams complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Touchdown, Raiders! Davante Adams, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. The extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Now, these two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. He'll get that complete to Albert O. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run with Barber, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Peyton Barber with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that, because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now James returning. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and
he's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 76 yards. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. With the extra point, and that will cut the lead down to 15. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown.
Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Out comes Devontae Adams in the offense for their next drive. And anytime a receiver's over 100 yards like he is, maybe the D coordinator scratching his head. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in.
It's a big play there for Vegas.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. He'll check this one down to Barber. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Only needing 2 yards on second down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on second down. Garoppolo
finding the former Raider, Nelson Aguilar.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Garoppolo looks to throw once more.
And they intercept Garoppolo for the third time.
Picked off by Jair Alexander. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Gano's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime with a visiting. We now proceed to the start of the second half. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Heading back out there, a look at Peyton Barber. And he's found the end zone twice. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Raekwon Davis.
He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. They're going to try and throw. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
Garoppolo's throw into the hands of Lockett.
And he's taken down inside the 30. There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Nelson Aguilar. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Parkey adds the extra point. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Marching back onto the field now, Devontae Adams and company getting set to go. And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good. And I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. is continuing to adjust throughout the game because, you know, the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of them.
Yeah, whatever they've done, it hasn't worked. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. He'll look to throw. Looking deep for Adams.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Justin Reed. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barber. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
69 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
First down, they go with Barber again. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
Well, partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of 85. But then they'd never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game?
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. And this will be caught inside the 10. What a grab. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Patrick Ricard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up 1st downs, and if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to... And he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and the Raiders pick it up.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage excellent there downfield, and it leads to a 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Jones has it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Barber. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Cameron Hayward make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will extend their lead now up to 22. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Oh, now Hopkins slow to get up here. Now a 2nd down and 6. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. From the 35 on 2nd down, Garoppolo got a man, that's Richie James. And a loose football, and the Raiders pick it up. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th, it doesn't matter. The coach on the side. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video... So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, "Where was that all game?" Or maybe just kind of keeping it to himself and saying, okay, it's something to build on, and a positive comes out of a bad game, because those are going to happen from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready to go in the future. But that run right there, that's what they were looking for.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. 2nd down and goal. Garoppolo.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
Touchdown! That's caught. Noah Fant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. On play action, they'll throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop.
I remember being taught that cliches have become so for a reason. A lot of times they're true, right? What's that they used to tell us about letting sleeping dogs lie? But this one wasn't sleeping. Maybe it was just slumbering a little bit. But taking that gamble there, you've got the lead. You may have ignited them now they stopped you.
That's exactly right. If you take the points here, you don't shift momentum necessarily on that play. You probably just did. And the Raiders have got him. Garoppolo hustling him back to the line now. Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's going to let it fly.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got it. Touchdown Raiders. Davante Adams. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Raiders are on their way to a sensational 13-0 start as they extend their lead here.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Chiefs are going to make the recovery. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw.
He's got his tight end fan. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo.
And now he'll fire deep downfield for James. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw into the hands of Fant.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, so for Las Vegas.